Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of the Throwing Shade podcast. We are up to episode 10, and what an episode we've got for you today. We have had another special guest join the podcast, and I can't wait to tell you about who it is. But firstly, thank you to everyone who is continuing to follow along on our socials, on our YouTube channel in particular. Your support means the world. But if you haven't yet, please like, please subscribe, please follow. Please help us on our journey to grow this podcast. We've been doing plenty of work, and we've got plenty more guest speakers lined up to come over the next few weeks, and we're working on some other cool projects as part of the podcast, so stay tuned. But just a few minutes ago, Bally and I had the privilege, and Bally's just had to piss off, he's just had another commitment he had to run to, but we had the privilege of sitting down with Brando Peričić, the Balkan Bear, a current ranked UFC heavyweight fighter. He's an Aussie. He's from Adelaide originally, but fights out of City Kickboxing over in New Zealand. Has trained with the likes of Israel Adesanya, Dan Hooker, Kai Kara France. He's from one of the best gyms in the world in City Kickboxing, and Brando fought in Perth a few weeks ago, which you all know we went over and saw. Really energetic guy. He got the crowd up and about, and he's just a funny lad, a funny, unique guy, and had a great time chatting to you, Brando. Thank you very much for joining the pod. To our listeners, enjoy the chat with Brando.
Hey, Brando, just a quick one, mate, just down here. What would a breakout performance look like for you? Are you thinking just like a dominant decision, or were you going to get a violent...
What the fuck's a dominant decision, mate? No, mate. No, we're going for a bloody flying guillotine. I don't know. We'll work it out as we go. Fucking decision.
Hey, Brando. Welcome to the Throwing Shade pod, mate. My name's Aaron, and this is my co-host, Ben. Really appreciate you giving us a bit of time today, and we'd love to get to know you a little bit better. I'm going to just start off the bat. I'm not sure if you remember, but I was the person at the media day that had the audacity to ask you if you were going for a dominant decision. Did you remember that?
I do, mate. You made my day. Look at us now, a couple of weeks later, and we've got some good stuff to talk about.
Good little viral. A few comments coming your way, Bally, which weren't too favourable, which was funny. That made my day.
Yeah, no, it made me laugh, mate. It made me laugh. It was you obviously don't know me enough. I was a bit shook with that question, but yeah, it was good, mate.
I thought I'd go a little bit left field. Everyone's asking the Dorothy Dick questions. So I thought let's see if he responds interesting to this one.
Yeah, no, I appreciate it, bro, and I'm glad I'm a man of my word, and I didn't go to the decision.
Well, I suppose we wanted to get stuck into a little bit of discussing Perth. How did you find that fight? Obviously, tell us what was the crowd reaction like? We saw you jump on the cage. We were there live, watching it all and seeing the crowd react to what a dominant knockout it was. How did it feel? And can you tell our listeners and followers, that sensation of being the man?
Yeah, I mean, look, the feeling is unreal when you win. But when you knock someone out, there's no feeling in the world like that. Especially when, I was telling people what I was going to do. And when you actually do that, man, it's like I don't know, I've never really taken drugs, so I can't say it's a drug. Like, I don't know. It's just a feeling that you can't replicate, and it's earned. It takes many, many years of sacrifice. And, I've only felt that a couple of times in my life, and I continue to strive to feel that feeling more. I jumped on top of that cage after I knocked him out, and almost blacked out, mate. I let it all out. I screamed, I yelled, and the vibration from the crowd, like, it just hits like your soul. It just echoes into your body. All the voices and everything's channeled towards you. It's crazy. It's like I don't know. It's like you got like I don't know, when you go to a nightclub, you're next to like a big speaker, you can feel it vibrate through your body. That's what it's like.
So, Brando, that's really cool to hear about how it felt being there, sitting on the top of the ring. But mate, how are the mitts feeling? You told us today you're getting a bit of work done. Results, how the hands feeling, and I guess what point did you realise that you had a bit of trouble with your hands? And to be honest, we couldn't tell in the crowd because obviously you didn't let up striking, that's for sure. So, how are the mitts feeling first of all? And I guess what point of the fight did that occur? Was it early or was it towards the end when you got knocked out?
Yeah, I mean the paw was feeling pretty good. Had a surgery done on that, just a quick day surgery. So, mate, we'll be back in a few months. Nothing I haven't had before. So, yeah, it is what it is. It comes with the game. I actually got some fractures on this hand as well, but I don't need surgery, so that will just be like 6 weeks. So yeah, look, I felt it within I think it was like a minute 30, my right hand, and then I think the left hand was like I think like 2 minutes, 3 minutes in the first round.
Right.
And if you actually watch the footage, you can see like I shake it off. I shake it off. That's because my hand went numb. Felt the pop, felt the tingles. Man, yeah, the second round I was feeling it. I was feeling the pain, the adrenaline wore off. But I had to make a decision if I want to continue or not. And of course, I want to continue. I'm willing to break all my bones. So yeah, nothing's going to stop me from winning a fight. I'm just gonna go out on my shield if I have to. So yeah.
And was there any part of your thinking, even, I don't know, any of your coaches talking to you at the first break about changing the game plan at all? Or is that, we know obviously your strengths are, we know that you're going out there for a finish, but was there any part of you that thought about changing the game plan, or did that not even cross the mind?
Yeah, mate, I didn't even stick to the game plan at the start of the fight. So they said to me like, "What are you doing, mate? Stick to the game plan." I was like, "Oh, yeah. I had my fun. Now it's time to listen." So yeah, look, I do what I always do. I rock up in a fight, and I fight what's in front of me. Um, I'm learning on the job still, and my job is to listen to my coaches as well. So yeah, the second round I came out, listened to my coaches, and we got the finish.
Unreal, Brando. And look, obviously that fight drew a lot of attention. You got a lot of praise for your performance, and I guess obviously the past three performances since you joined the UFC have just you've obviously flown into the rankings pretty quickly. I guess, mate, can you give us your thoughts on the heavyweight division at the moment? Yeah, obviously you've been able to find yourself a ranking position. I'm not going to ask you who you think you should fight next because I know you're keen to get to the top as quick as you possibly can. But just the general state of the heavyweight division, are you pumped about the division? Do you feel like it's back to an extent? We've obviously got a pretty exciting fight at the White House next month coming up, which I'm sure you'll have your eyes closely on. But yeah, can you give us your thoughts on the division at the moment?
I'm excited about the division because I'm in the UFC fighting. So like, I want to fight everybody, and I think the fighters now are some of the best. Throughout history. Like, if you watch some heavyweights from like 10 years ago, man, there's a lot of fighters that will beat them now. So I think the sport continues to develop, and don't get me wrong, there's always outliers from the past, and you got to give them the respect. But man, I think the heavyweight division is coming back now, and I'm going to be a big part of that. A lot of people say that. Yeah. I'm here, mate. I'm here. I'm focused on me, and I'm going to fight whoever they put in front of me.
Absolutely. And we know a little bit about the storyline with you and City Kickboxing, and the fact that you actually worked very closely with Israel Adesanya in prep for his fight against Poatan. I've got no doubt, mate, that without looking too far ahead, that's a fight you'd love to get eventually, because I'm sure you've studied him. I'm sure you know his game plan back to front because of your training with Izzy to an extent. So, mate, is that one that you sort of cheekily got circled for down the line?
Yeah, look, I think things can happen very quickly in this division, and I wrote down my goals 5 years ago, even at the start of the year. So everything's on track, and if I was to predict, I said I would have an interim belt at least by the end of this year in December. So, and I'll be in a top five at least. So, I don't know. That fight, hopefully it happens. Hopefully he's around for a lot longer, and I'm only 2 or 3 fights away from that fight. So that's something that I want. But you never know what happens in a division. The top 15 could fight top 5, get in the top 5 position, then you're fighting for a belt, or you're fighting the number 1 or number 2 in the world. And things have happened, and I can't force them. I'm just going to be ready, and when I get the call up, I'll be there.
100%. Like you look at perfect example is who I know is obviously Josh Hokett, right? Look how quick he's got in there, and he's been one of those people that are next talked about. But just before we move off the heavyweight division, Brandon, I know we're going to focus on what's next for you, but just a couple of names for you. I want to get your thoughts on currently who's the best in the world. We've got Aspinall, we've got Garm, we've got Pereira, we've got John Jones, but we've also got Francis Ngannou. I know he's not a UFC man anymore, but in your mind, who's the top of the food chain at the moment? Who's the guy?
Yeah, I'll smash them all, and they just don't know me yet. That's all. Like, I'll fight all of them now. So, and I'm only 31. I'm just starting. I'm green, but give me a few years, even a few months, mate. I'll be ready to fight anybody. So I don't really care about them. Yeah, it's business.
The Balkan Bear is coming. Brando, obviously, love to chat a little bit about obviously your YouTube channel and some of the stuff you're doing outside of the UFC, building the brand. I suppose, where do you want to take that? What have you got in store for your viewers and subscribers? And, have you had any kind of funny run-ins recently or anything you filmed that you've got ready to go?
Yeah, look, for me, it's just it's mainly for my family and friends. Like, I don't plan to do much of it. It's just I'm just documenting some of the things that I do, not all of it. But yeah, it's just I live a good life, mate. I'm blessed, and I guess with this platform, I can help a lot of people. And just I'm just a normal dude. Like I fight, I train, I love my family and friends, and I'm just a normal dude. So it's good for people to see that because it motivates them to get in the gym. It motivates them to be a good person and help others. And yeah, I guess with the platform, just helping people will be the goal, not to make money. And I live in a van still, so like I don't really care about money. I just want to train. I want to travel the world and just love my loved ones, and that's it.
And speaking of obviously your humble beginnings, love to understand, what jobs did you have before becoming a fighter? I've seen you had a couple of interesting roles. Would you mind telling us a little bit about those?
Mate, I've done everything under the sun. There's not much I haven't done. I've worked on fishing boats. I've worked in security. I've worked in private security. I've worked for gangsters. I've worked, I've driven strippers around. I've worked in a factory, a precast factory, done every construction job you can think of. Worked in McDonald's, worked in Foodlands, had my own businesses, done PT. Man, I've done a lot. So yeah, by far this is the best job I've ever had.
Yeah, amazing. And look, Brando, I do just want to quickly touch on, you mentioned the van, still living in the van at the moment. When you went across to City Kickboxing, you went across with not much, we've come to learn. And I guess, going across there and, you hear the stories of, sleeping in the van, sleeping at the gym and things like that, to now being in the bright lights of the UFC, having fight of the night bonuses coming your way. Is that, those humble beginnings as we touched on, and when you got to the UFC, is that what sort of keeps you grounded to an extent and keeps you things in perspective? Or, are you trying not to be a different person now that these big bonuses and things are coming your way? Is that what keeps you grounded to an extent?
I mean, what keeps me grounded is the person that I am and the family I have and what I believe in. Like, I'm a God-fearing man, and money doesn't mean nothing for me. It's a tool to use to help people, to help myself, for my career. I've always just done whatever I could to make enough money to train, to follow my dream, to do what I love. And I would be doing it if I made no money. So I didn't make money for over 8 years. I put every dollar I had, took out loans just because I love this sport. And I believe I can be a world champion. I will be a world champion. So the humble beginnings is just my childhood, mate, my grandparents, my parents. And I'm going to continue to live that life. Like, man, even if I had 10 mil in the bank now, I'll be the same person. And I just get to help more people. That's all.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Amazing. And just following the fight in Perth, Brando, I asked you the question because following you, prior to your fight, we had Big Ty Tuivasa, one of our favourites. Fought on the night, obviously didn't come away with the victory again against a former sparring partner of yours in Louis Sutherland. You had some interesting thoughts about what you think Ty should do next. Obviously, we don't want to see him hang him up just yet. Like, we'd love to see him go around one or two more times. Do you have any thoughts for Ty and where his place in the heavyweight division should be at the moment?
Nah, I don't have any thoughts on him because, man, like, he's a mate of mine and he can do what he wants. He's achieved so much in his career. He's a top dude, and I just wish him the best, bro. So it's not for me to say what he should or shouldn't do. But the door's always open there for City Kickboxing if you wanted to come. We've got so many big bodies. I think that's a crucial thing is like training with big bodies. And a lot of our guys are middleweights and like heavyweights, which is good for heavyweights because they're faster, they're more technical. So like, yeah, Ty's got a family, so I understand it's hard to come over and stuff, but the door's always open for him. And I wish him nothing but the best in his career. And he's represented Australia so well. Yeah.
100%. Completely agree.
And Brando, just a couple of little left field ones, just to get to know the man a little bit more. You know, if you were going on a road trip, who's the UFC fighter that you wouldn't want to bring with you?
Oh, like from my gym?
Yeah, from your gym or any of any of the guys out there at the moment.
Oh, look, there's a few young fellas with crazy playlists, but they're not in the UFC yet. They will be. Shout out to Caden and Nixon. Oh, Maynard's all right. Maynard's got some good beats, but some of the songs I go in the gym, bro, fuck. What a bloody... I won't say what I want to do, but yeah. That's a good one. Like, I don't know. Let me think about that. I'm going to say, you know what? I'm going to say Dan Hooker, bro. He'd just be picking on me the whole time.
What'd you say? He'd be picking on you the whole time, would he?
Yeah, he'd just be bloody... Call me fat. I don't know. But yeah, I don't know. I get along with all the boys, so have a laugh.
And then, in a similar vein to that question, if you're in a fight at a pub and you needed one of the boys to back you up, who would be the man that you would choose to have you back?
Fucking all of them, bro. All of them. Give me Quaker France, bro. He'll lay out anybody. Sneak attack, boom. But yeah, nah. Look, I would, anyone from our gym, mate.
Yeah, awesome. And then, Hockett, everyone sees him, what he's doing in press conferences, and, he loves making up rhymes. If you were face to face with him or in a press conference, what would you have to say to him? And, how do you find his characters that he portrays in the UFC?
Yeah, I'll just kiss him on the forehead and say I love him. That's it. What I'm going to do. Don't really care, mate. You know what I mean? Good on him. He can do what he wants to do in his career.
Yeah. I guess I'd love to know a little bit about, who inspired you. Was there ever any times that you thought of quitting, fighting? Obviously, it's a hard road for you, like you explained, to get into the UFC. Is there someone, whether it was past or present, that really got you into the sport of fighting, Brando?
I mean, there's been so many people, I can't even list them. Obviously, I always believed in myself, but, like I wasn't even training. And I was like, I'll beat Tyson Fury. You know what I mean? Like, that's the kind of confidence I had from day one. And then, I was delusional at one point, I guess, but now I'm here. So it's not really delusion when you make it reality. But yeah, just all my friends and family, teammates, multiple gyms. Friends have come and gone, like strangers have said kind things, and just everybody, man. It takes a team. It's not just one individual. But yeah.
Yeah, nice.
Amazing, Brando. We will let you go, Brando. Just very quickly, did you have an ETA when you think you might be able to get back later this year, based on the injuries out of the fight? Any timelines we can look out for you?
Yeah, give us 2-3 weeks, mate. I'll be back in there.
2-3 weeks.
What our sort of time frame, Brando?
Yeah, I'll be ready. I'll be there, back up for the White House, mate. I've got 2 legs, 2 elbows.
And Brando, if Cyril wins or Alex wins, who would you rather verse, and how could you see that fight going?
I want to fight them both, but obviously I love to fight the champion. I love to fight the winner, and I don't know who you've got picks, but any of them.
Yeah, fantastic. Brilliant. Well, mate, thanks so much for jumping on with us. It was great to get to know the man a little bit, and we're so excited for your journey. Just keep knocking blokes out. I reckon one or two more victories, you'll be right in that top 5 discussion, and we'd love to have you on as the heavyweight champ. Humble beginnings at Throwing Shade Pod, mate. So thanks so much.
For sure. Thanks, lads. Awesome, lads. Appreciate it. See you next time.
Thank you so much, Brando.
Yeah.
Good luck.
All good, boys. Take care, yeah?
Legend.
Yeah,
Thanks, brother.
Yeah, brother.
There you have it, ladies and gents. That was our chat with Brando Peričić, the Balkan Bear. Thank you very much, big fella, for joining us. You're an absolute ripper. We're going to be lifelong fans. Can't wait to go along and see you in person again, fight, because that was a true buzz watching you knock out your opponent in the second round over in Perth. But yeah, thank you very much, Brando, for joining us. Thank you to our listeners. Thank you to our followers, subscribers. If you haven't yet, please like, subscribe, follow YouTube, Instagram, Spotify at Throwing Shade Pod is where you'll find us. We've got plenty more guests lined up over the next few weeks, and as I touched on, a few other projects that we're working on. The world of combat sports is thriving at the moment. We've got the return of Conor McGregor in a few months. We've got the White House card next month. We've just got so much going on. So it's been a big start to the year, but there is so much good shit to come for the Throwing Shade podcast and the world of combat sports. Stay tuned, and we will see you all soon.